we're back.
Hello, everybody. This is Brandon, and on today's episode of Show and Tell, we are joined by Stacey Goldschmidt, the filmmaker responsible for the movie Weird Paul, a Lo Fidelity Documentary. She was the director of that, as well as a number of music videos for her band Palmflower, who she played drums for. She's also a great photographer and an all-around great and creative person, not to mention former podcast guest. It's been a minute since we've been able to talk to Stacey, so let's catch up with her and see what she's brought to Show and Tell. How are you?
Good. Good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. Having a good day so far. Can't complain.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So for Show and Tell, well, I'll tell you a little bit about it.
Okay.
So usually, for Christmas presents, I like to go on eBay and get some unique presents. And Mike wanted to start collecting the Ben Cooper Collegeville monster masks, from the 50s, 60s, and 70s.
Okay.
They're kind of like, you can get the mask with the costume. Do you ever, you know what I'm talking about?
Were they the ones that they had the plastic, I don't want to say bib, but kind of like a plastic thing you'd wear in front, and then were those the ones with the staples on the side?
Yes, the staples that would hold it on, with the
and then the ridiculously
rubber band,
sharp edges around the eyes.
Oh yeah. Always hurt your face when you wore them. Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, those are the masks. So he wanted to start collecting them just to hang them on our walls.
Okay.
And so I found 3 really neat ones and they're from the 70s and they look brand new. I guess they were probably in like a warehouse or something, and contacted the seller and got a good price on them. And so then they arrived in the mail, and it came in a huge box. And Mike was home when they came in the mail, unfortunately, so he saw the box and he said, "What did you order from Danzig?" And I said, I didn't order anything from Danzig. What are you talking about? And he's like, box came today from Danzig. I was like, okay. So he sent me a picture of the box. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see that in the corner. Yeah.
I blacked out his address and my address because obviously,
yeah.
If it really is Danzig,
is it?
I don't know. I mean, it kind of makes sense because I went back and looked at the eBay site, and everything he sells is like rock and roll stuff, and his name also makes sense. And but he doesn't call himself Danzig, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I didn't see the whole address, obviously, but was it Lodi?
So it says that he lives in New Jersey. Now, does Danzig live in New Jersey?
Still, I think so. But
yeah.
I don't know.
So
that's cool.
So I thought that was pretty odd and pretty cool.
All right.
And the masks we have on our wall, and they look awesome. So thanks to Danzig.
Well, it's funny that he would.
So I thought that was pretty funny.
Yeah, not list his name as Danzig on the sites, but his normal name, real name, whatever. But then send it to you and then sign it Danzig,
which is really strange. Yeah. But maybe, who knows, maybe he doesn't want to be harassed on eBay, because obviously his memes and all that, people like to make fun of Danzig.
Just because he has a cat. Danzig, everybody has who cares? I have a cat.
I know, because he buys his cat kitty litter.
Right. What do you want him to do? Shit on the rug? No. Then there'll be memes of him cleaning up shit from the rug. You can't win.
He wraps Christmas presents. I don't know if you've seen that picture circulating.
What do you think? He has elves who wraps it for him? Yeah, he's wrapping his own shit. That's cool. Yeah, I mean,
exactly.
I'm not saying he's perfect or infallible or whatever. He's made plenty of mistakes throughout. As we all have, but whatever. Everyone likes to pick on him. That's whatever. That's cool. Yeah, all right, so that's already cool, and you haven't even opened them yet. They're already cool.
Exactly. So that was my first thing I wanted to show. And then the second thing I wanted to show was back in 94, I went and saw Boingo, which was, I guess, like the new version of Oingo Boingo.
I was going to ask
and, yeah.
Apparently you're I was going to ask you, it's like, oh, you're on a first name basis with Oingo Boingo? You just call him Boingo?
No.
All right.
Just for the album called Boingo. It was at the Chicago Metro. Went to go see him. And I knew I was going to go. So I thought, okay, if I happen to see Danny Elfman, I'm going to have him sign something, you know? So I recently, it was probably a year before, I got a watch from McDonald's for Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right.
So I have the box from that. So I brought that with a paint marker, thinking, maybe I'll see him. And this is something I could stick in my pocket because I wanted to get his autograph. And then after the show, there he was, just standing outside. So me and my friend went up to him, and I handed him the box, and he signed it. Danny Elfman. Did you have that? See that?
Yeah, I can see that's good. Did you have that pink marker, or was he just had it on him, or?
I had the pink paint marker because I figured this is a black box, so
yeah,
you
right.
gotta have something that you can see it with.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, is he that
cool.
prepared? Yeah, that's cool. I always liked Oingo Boingo.
No, he wasn't that prepared. I don't think he thought anybody was gonna come up to him,
Yeah.
But it was funny because recently I worked at a video store at the time, and we just received a promo copy of his brother's movie. It was called Shrunken Heads, came out in 94. Do you know his brother?
I know of him.
Forbidden Zone.
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. Yeah.
Richard Elfman.
Okay.
Yeah. So it was funny. I was like, hey, I just saw your brother's movie. He's like, I haven't even seen it yet. How was it? And so we talked to him a little bit about it. I was really into B movies at the time, and it's kind of a B movie feel, you know?
Yeah.
The last thing I have is I used to have a Mr. T collection. So I still have a few things left from it. I have his comic books, and I used to have a Mr. T in my pocket, which was like this little thing that you could play all his little sayings and stuff like that. I pity the fool. And this is one of my favorites of his. It's a book. It's a children's book. It's called I'm so what.
And, okay.
There's a whole series of these, actually. There's I looked on the back, there's 11 more books I guess I have to track down.
Jeez.
And and it's just kind of funny because it's it's like Mr. T helping this girl out,
Yeah.
She wants to do gymnastics, but she's afraid, but Mr. T gives her words of wisdom, and then she can get through it. So I always thought these were pretty great.
I never knew this series existed.
Me neither. So, I did when I I don't even actually remember where I purchased this. I'm not sure.
It's in excellent shape too.
I do need to track down the rest of these.
That's cool. I always liked Mr. T. He was good.
Definitely.
Even Rocky 3, he was a bad guy, but then he was a really nice guy after that. Yeah, cool. That's a nice little collection you got there. I see also you got a little Devo guy back there as well. I know that's not part of your presentation.
Yeah,
but
unfortunately his arm is gone. But this one's cool because you can actually change the heads too.
Yeah.
So you could take his head right off, and I have the other heads around somewhere.
Just no arm.
I have a lot of different collections here.
Yeah.
Lots of art collections, but I just thought these three things are something I could show today.
Yes. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for taking time out of your day,
well, thank you for having me.
Your day off to talk to us and share your collection with us.
Oh, anytime.
Well,
it was nice to see you, Brandon.
It's nice to see you. Thank you for chatting. And we'll talk and see each other sometime, hopefully in this next coming year.
You got it. Sounds good.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Stacey, for coming on the show and having fun with us and playing show and tell. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you'd like to hear Stacey's episode of the Blue Island Radio podcast, just go to biradio.libsyn.com. That's biradio.libsyn.com. Her episode was actually episode number 86. But if you go to that address, biradio.libsyn.com, you'll be able to hear all the episodes, all 100 and I think 125 at this point. So just go to biradio.libsyn.com. All right, before I go, I also just want to make an announcement that I have a $50 gift certificate here for the Rock Island Public House, our sponsor, the Rock Island Public House, where it's only weird if you make it weird. I've got a $50 gift certificate for anybody who can come up with a new theme song for the podcast. It could be instrumental. It could have lyrics. We can send details if you're interested in it, interested in pitching a song for the theme song. I will gather all the submissions, however many we get, up until at least 10. I would like to get at least 10 so that I could play them on the show all together, and we could maybe have a vote on which one will be the new theme song to the Blue Island Radio podcast. So if you're in the Blue Island area or Chicago, or if you want me to mail you the gift certificate, if you plan on coming to Blue Island someday and going to the Rock Island Public House, then let me know. This could be yours. $50 gift certificate for anyone, or I should say the winner of this contest of the new theme song for the podcast. Anyways, I think I've talked enough. If you like the videos, please follow our YouTube channel. Leave us a comment. You can find us on Instagram and Facebook. You know where we're at. All right, anyways, this is Brandon. Thank you for watching. Go in peace.